Hey guys, I am super excited to bring you this boys and men everything. Okay, listen,
Oh,
right? I know, guys. Listen, this Boys to Men series is definitely one that's close to my heart because I think that there are a lot of mentors and men who are out there in the world who are doing some phenomenal things to kind of push our young men into the direction they need to go, but also there are plenty of men who are showing up and showing off when it comes to helping our other men. Like I love seeing that unity. I love seeing that support and community really come together. Man, listen, when you see some strong men helping other strong men, it just looks good. It feels good and it's going to turn out for our good. So, with that being said, I'm super excited. Guys, this is the Speakeasy podcast. If you do not know, I don't know what rock you've been under. And we go behind the scenes and talk about what it means to be the successfully paid speaker or author. I am your host, Alcibie Spelzer, your voice manager. That's me. No, I'm not a dad. And no, I don't work with men per se. It's kind of odd. We'll get into that a little bit, later in the series. But I, I definitely come in contact with a bunch of men who are doing some phenomenal things. So I'm super excited to bring you AJ. Hey, AJ.
what's up? How you
And
doing?
so you can definitely go and check out AJ's full-on episode where he was on the show and he gave some spitfire things. I mean, like
Fire, fire.
fire, fire, hot fire, fire, fire. Okay, so with that being said, I want him to introduce himself to the community, and then we're going to dive into this whole boys to men segment. And he got some fire he about to spit today too, so I got y'all.
Boys to men, ABC, baby. Yo, that's my stuff. I love Boys to Men growing up, so it was right on time
Hey,
when you
I'm a
said
Philly
that.
girl.
Yeah. Oh, you're Philly? Oh man, yeah. I used to tell people they was my cousins. I
Uh,
don't know them dudes. Yeah, I told you I liked to sing when I was growing up a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm AJ. I'm just AJ. Like nothing fancy, nothing special, nothing important to say. I tell people all the time, I'm just AJ. So
he
for
gonna
real, it's
make it seem
interesting.
like he ain't got a lot going on. He do, y'all. I promise y'all. Y'all just hold on and hold on tight. Hold on tight. Clutch your pearls.
And at
What?
the end, I'm still gonna be AJ. Even when you hear about everything I got going on, I'm still just AJ. That's it. So yeah, that's
So we gonna dive right in.
let's do it.
Look, first things first. Okay. What is a dad story that has really made an impact on your business?
On my business, okay. So I have a couple dad stories that have made impacts on my business. The first one I'll give you is about my natural father. He died when I was 8 years old, a month after my eighth birthday. But when I went into business, I was the first person in my family, in my immediate family, I knew to have own a business. And when my mother told me that, my dad was a risk taker, and every man child wants to be like his dad. I haven't found everybody I meet and talk to that's always the same thing. Like I always want to be like my dad. Even if we love our mothers to death, but inside of us we want to be like our dad. So just by my mother telling me that my father was a risk taker and some of the feats that he would pull off trying to start business, like it let me know like, yo, I can do this. Right. And it gave me it really gave me the backbone I needed to say, hey man, it's in you. It's in you. You got this. And from there, I've taken risks. When I first decided to open up a barbershop, I had $26 to my name, like bank account, all that. Like if you total all my change up in my house, believe it came up to $26, and it was like, yo, I could do it. And just knowing that my father took chances and took risks, that really helped me. So it was a mindset thing, knowing that that runs in your blood. That helped me a lot. And the second dad story is about one of my mentors. When I was, what was it, 2014, me and my cousin we were in business. Some things went sour like it does sometimes in business, and I was about to be homeless. And I went and talked to my mentor. His name is Sam Shepard. He was the first African American to make $1 million a year in Primerica. And at the time, Sam was making about $140,000 a month. I mean, just stupid money for me at the time. Like, wow. And I remember I went and told Sam, like, yo, Sam, I'm about to be homeless, man. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to move back to Texas with my mother. And when I get back on my feet, I'll come back to Atlanta. And Sam looked me dead in my face and said, no, you're not. He said, no woman wants a man that runs to his mom when times get hard. He said, I have a safe parking lot you can sleep in because you're going to learn more from your car than you ever would running to your mother. And that was the first time I think I had been taught tough love. He didn't coddle me. And I was kind of pissed because I'm like, Sam, you make $140,000 a month. You can't front me 10 bands until I get back on my feet. Like, you gonna make me sleep in your parking lot? Like, that's all you have to offer me is a slave parking lot? And if Sam hadn't have been that dude in my life that gave me that tough love, I'd probably still be running from my problems today. And because he didn't coddle me, he didn't pull no punches. He was like, yo, I have a safe parking lot you can sleep in. And he says, you're gonna learn. And it's because of him that, like, 4 years later, I was able to move to Columbia. I was able to, in 2 years, I went from sleeping in my car to giving 2 cars away for Christmas to complete strangers. I had no idea who these people were. And I just gave them cars. Because when I was in my car, you have a lot of time to think when you're in your car sleeping. When I was in my car, I realized when I thought I had nothing, I had a car. So, yeah, those are the two dad stories, man, that really have really altered my business and the trajectory of my life.
So now my other thing is, what has been a brick wall for you in this journey? A lot of times there are many men, women as well, but there are many men that feel like the brick wall that they're going up against right now is one that no one else has seen before. So what has been a brick wall that you had to find a way over it, under it, around it, or through it?
Man, you getting in the business, ain't you? You trying to go deep. All right, so I'll be honest. My biggest brick wall it's been two things. It's been my programming and validation. Because growing up, men look for validation, and our validation is supposed to come from our father. And when you don't have a father that's there, you start looking for validation in women. And there's not a woman on earth that can validate a man. So we go through woman after woman seeking something that they can't give us. And we hurt them and ourselves over and over again because we're asking them to give us something that they are incapable of giving us. And that has been one of my biggest brick walls, is hitting my head over and over again, looking for something that I can only get from a man. Yeah.
That was deep. That was deep. I like that. I like that simply because it's similar on the woman's side, and it's definitely still one of those taboo topics.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to say forthright, oh no, yeah, I want somebody to give me a hand clap, I want somebody to give me the pat on the back.
Yeah.
But the reality is that a lot of the things we do is searching for the accolades. It's even when it comes to going to school, we searching for the certificate, we searching for the cap and gown, we searching for the letters after our name. And what that really is going to mean for us is somebody's going to recognize, you're going to know me, you're going to put some respect on my name. But there's other ways for us to gain that respect. So what has been one of the ways that you've been able to gain respect in your industry?
And my industry is being disciplined. Being disciplined is really one of the key ways that I gain respect, and not, not cowering down because I may not have the big name, I may not have a backer, I may not have all this other stuff, but still be able to stand on my own too and be like, I did it. Like, I did it, right? I was disciplined. I put in the work. I got the results. I kept going when people told me I should stop, right? And for me, that's how I get that. And then it's honestly things that I do for myself outside my discipline. Outside my industry, that just shows up later, such as I was looking at the plight of men, but Black men, and I was like, yo, we're so comfortable now, right? We talk about how the generation before us was so tough and they call themselves the greatest generation because they went to war. And I agree, like, they're a great generation. I look at mine and I'm like, yo, why are we so weak? Why do we fall and succumb to this the stupidest stuff? And it's because we're comfortable. So, every morning for the last, almost 2 years now, I've been taking cold showers because it's one of the most uncomfortable things that I can ever experience. And it's like, I realize as a man, I have to put myself in uncomfortable situations. I have to make sure that I'm stretching myself. And the reason I take cold showers is because nobody on earth cares if I take a cold shower. Like, nobody gonna love me less. Nobody is in there saying if I put on just a tad bit of hot water because it's too cold. Like, nobody cares. But when I look in the mirror, I care. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, yo, you know, right? And I think that's what we need to, as men, that's what we need to do the most, is realize when we look at ourselves, did we measure up? Or did we not do our best, right? That's something I remember playing ball. Some of the greatest games I had, nobody recognized, right? Some of the games that I didn't play hard, I got the most accolades for. And we fall into those traps of doing what other people think is our best versus what we know is our best. So I take cold showers because the only person that cares and the only person I have to answer to about that is me. I'm the only one that knows. I'm the only one that cares. And I'm the only one that it's uncomfortable for. When people say I'm stupid, they say I'm crazy, but to me, it's made me more disciplined in other areas because I know I keep my word first thing in the morning when I cut on that shower and I don't put no hot water on and I stand under and I start hyperventilating. Yes, I hyperventilate because it be cold.
Oh my goodness. Now that's it right there. Guys, this is the reasoning why I brought you the Boys to Men series, because I wanted you to get some heavy hitting information really quick, something that can spark something that can be that cold shower for you in the morning, where you may have to go back and listen to it a few times, but it's that spark to get you into a position of being able to move forward. And remember, movement is movement. Strategic movement is best, but movement is movement. Yeah. And so sometimes it may just be you getting out of bed in the morning, and then 2 weeks after that, it may be something different, but get started. So AJ, let them know how they can connect with you and find you online.
You can connect with me. All of my social media is the same. aj-vassar. AJ, V as in Victor, ASSAR. Hit me up on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. All of it is the same. Reach out. I love connecting with people. We all we got, man. We ain't here for a long time, so while we're here, we might as well connect and make the most of it. So I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you take that cold shower. I tell everybody, try it at least once and holler at me. Tell me how it was so you can see what I go through every morning.
Love it. Guys, this has been another special series episode. This is the Boys to Men series, and I'm excited about you guys taking in this information. Don't forget, come join the conversation. bit.ly/World Voice Community, all lowercase. Come and join and tell us how this particular episode resonated with you. With that being said, I'm your host, Altavis Pelzer, your voice manager. And until next time, don't forget to press it out. See ya.